Hey guys, so if you've been sending out job applications as a Nigerian to get a remote job and you hear nothing back from them, this video is for you because I get it. I'm a Nigerian too, and I know how difficult it can be to get a remote job, especially when you're applying from Nigeria. You see a remote job, you apply for it, you even send out follow-up emails, like you're really qualified for this job, and then you apply and feedback you get is unfortunately we cannot move forward with you. It's really sad. What if I told you there's a better way that actually works? A better way to apply and land these jobs faster? Yes, that's right. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to apply for a remote job in 2025, whether you're a freelancer, a virtual assistant, a creative, even if you're just starting out, you do not need to worry. I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to apply for a remote job and get feedback. Like actually get the job. So stick with me. And I'm also going to be sharing with you templates that you can use right out like straight away to that you can use to send. Now most of these companies don't always say it, but many of these job listings are geo-blocked. That's why you send out 50 plus applications and you do not get feedback from them. Some of these platforms will filter by location and block your applications. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it is impossible to get a remote job even if you're applying from Nigeria. People get remote jobs, right? But I'm just saying that it is difficult to get one. Like if 100% of people are applying, you see maybe 40% only get, and most of the jobs that Nigerians get are mostly tech jobs. So where does it leave the freelancers and the virtual assistants and the creatives? We can't be left out. So that is why I'm creating this video to provide you a solution. So just stick with me. So what actually works from my experience is targeted cold outreach. It could be cold emails or cold DMs, to startups, small business owners, to small teams. You're trying to provide them with a solution. You're telling them I'm providing you with a solution. You're not begging for a job. You're not necessarily begging for a job. So it differentiates you from people from the 1,000 people applying for one job, because when a job is posted, so many people see that job application and so many people apply. But this one, you are reaching them, you are like targeting them and sending them either a cold DM or a what's it called, cold email, and you're telling them I'm offering you a solution. So it's different. So when you approach them that way, there's a better chance of you getting that job. In fact, there's a higher chance of you getting that job. Now, who should you be targeting? We have early stage startup, especially the tech companies that are just, that are coming up. We have e-commerce brands. There's a lot of e-commerce brands out there that need your help. We have HR professionals. Yes, they can get really overwhelmed and need your help. We have small business owners. So these are people that you can actually reach out to, and they always need help. So you can reach out to them via cold emails or cold DMs, and then you know and tell them what you can offer. Tell them the solution you're offering them. And I know you will say, how can I even get these people? Like, how do I find these startups? How do I find these business owners? How do I find these HR professionals to even send these code emails? How do I get their emails? Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. I'm going to be sharing with you how you can actually find their emails, how you can find them and reach out to them, how you can message them. So just stick with me. And do not forget to subscribe, like and subscribe. All right. So to find this startups, this early stage tech startup, HR professionals, founders, small business owners, you can first I'm going to say you can go to social media platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter. You just go, for example, Twitter. I use Twitter a lot. So you just go on Twitter, click on the search, go to the search section, and then you just type founder, and then it's going to bring a lot of founders there. You can pitch to them, you can send cold DMs to them. That's when you're using Twitter, you're using the social media platforms, what you're sending to them is a cold DM. But when you're sending a mail, it's a cold email. Yeah. So you can reach out to them via Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. You just type small business owner, or you type shop now. So you use all these what's it called now, keywords to search for them on social media platform. But that's not the end. For cold emails, you can go to places like Frontbase, Product Hunt, Angel List, Y Combinator, Peer.vc. I'm going to be sharing links to all these places in the description. So just go there and check it out. So all you have to do is to go on this website and look for, the early age startup, that maybe you can just check startups in 2024, startups in 2025, 2023. Those ones are still early, and then you get the name of the startup and then you search for them. Now, to find their emails, you can use platforms like Onta.io. And just hold on, I know you're going to say Onta.io is not free, it's paid. Yeah, I understand. And that is why I'm going to share with you a free application that you can use to find your next client, your next employer. And that application is called apollo.io. See, I've used this application so many times and I've not paid a dime for it. Like, I'm not paying a dime for it. So I advise you to use it. It's called apollo.io. I'm going to be leaving the description I'm going to be leaving the link in the description so you can just check it out and then sign up and start looking for the emails of these people. All right, I'm also going to be sharing a video on how to go about finding emails on Apollo, but it's really, really easy to use. So you can find it where around the website. All you have to do is to type the name of the company. Type the name of the company. You see a company section, type the name of the company or the name of the person, and then you just search, and then you will see the people working in that company. And then if you want to message, for example, the project manager in that company or the HR person in that company, you're going to see the email there. Copy, paste it on your Gmail or your Outlook, whichever application you use sending out your emails, and then you paste in your script that I'm also going to be sharing with you guys, and then you send. So it's that simple, guys. So when it comes to charging your clients or your employer, whichever one, I would say you can charge around anywhere around $600 to $1,000. It could even be more. I'm not saying you should underprice yourself, but you should also consider the exchange rate. And if you know what you're doing, you can get more than one person. I know people that actually get more than one job, and of course, don't get the job that don't get, don't take in what you cannot handle, but if you are smart enough, my fellow Nigerians, you can get two jobs from two different clients. And if, let's say, one is paying you $1,200 and the other one is paying you maybe $600, and maybe you have somebody that you can actually delegate a bit of it to, that's something you can delegate a bit of it. So that's just a bonus I'm giving you. You can delegate a bit of, you know, maybe some admin side of the work. Make sure that you are diligent and that person you're delegating it to is also diligent. So you're not like giving out company details or giving out your client details to someone, to a random person. So you have to take it serious. So if it's something that you can delegate, like, can hire somebody to, maybe you are a virtual assistant, for example, and then you hire like a PA, to help you out, someone that you can actually supervise while they are doing the person's job, because you do not want to lose the client just because you give it to someone that you cannot trust. So you have to be careful with that one, but you can actually get a job from two clients and make more money. So you charge less, but you get from two clients and make more money. So yeah, you can charge anywhere around $600 to $1,000 or even $2,000. So it depends on your skill and your level of experience. Yeah. And for those of you that are just starting out, the newbies, don't worry, I've got you. So what I'm going to advise you to do is to start with cold DMs. Yes, because that is your first client. Yeah. So I'm going to advise you to go to like platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, build yourself, build your portfolio, and then, of course, as a newbie, you already have the skills. It's not like you don't have the skill at all. If you don't have the skill at all, please watch this video that I made, um, explaining how you can actually acquire the skill if you don't have them at all. Yeah, so like I said, you can actually go on these social media platforms and send out cold DMs, reach out to. You can offer your services at a lower rate, because you're actually trying to gain experience. So it'll be easier for you to get feedback. I'm not saying you should sell yourself short, but try to reduce your own charges a bit. There's nothing wrong with offering your service for $300. You know, try to like know the time. Maybe, I don't know, gauge the time that you're working for the clients, and then charge the client maybe $300, maybe for um 4 hours in a day or something. I don't know, just do your calculations. But I'm just saying that you can start with $300 and then build your experience and then increase your charges as you go. So yeah. So very quickly, this is the structure I use when I'm sending out my code emails. So I advise you to use it as well. I'm going to be dropping the link to the full template in my description. So just check it out at the end of this video. So the first one is acknowledging the problem. The second one is telling them who you are. The third one is what you offer. Then the fourth one is why you would be a good fit. And then the last one is a call to action. So those five. So this is a sample. This is what it looks like, with the five structures involved. This is what it looks like. Don't worry, the link is going to be in the description, so you can just click on it and download yours. So if this video helped you, please subscribe. Yes, support your girl by subscribing, like, and please share to people that need it. We all want to make money and do better, so if you know anyone that is looking for a job, maybe a fresh graduate, or if someone that is already a freelancer, a virtual assistant, share to them and help somebody, help a brother or a sister today. Thank you for watching. Bye.